In today's video, you will learn how to make a very tasty and flavor-packed, super delicious Nigerian jollof rice recipe with accurate measurements and ingredients listed. This video is so helpful to especially new jollof rice cooks facing challenges in the kitchen. Hello everyone and welcome back to Queen Varieties channel, and please don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel to get instant notifications whenever I upload new videos. Feel free to share this video with your friends, loved ones and family members. I'm going to start by combining all these ingredients inside my blender and blend them roughly effectively. And so here I have a combination of fresh garlic, some ginger and some scotch bonnet pepper. Here also I have some green spicy pepper, my onions, and I'm using the purple onions. As you can see, these onions is very small sized onions, and I have about 4 to 5 of these onions. So guys, I'm going to combine all of them inside my blender and blend all of them together. The fresh basil and the rosemary inside the pot. So what I did was to just use some water to rinse it off. So I'll drop it here because this is going to bring another degree of flavor inside this recipe. So I just tossed in about 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil inside the pot. Then I'll turn my heat to the highest and stir all these ingredients to combine effectively. If you've been following my recipes, you know I'm not going to add any drop of water inside this pot at the moment. So what we are going to do is to cover this pot for the first 5 minutes. Remember guys, because you steamed your beef, there is still moisture in your beef. So we are going to cook for exactly 5 minutes. 5 minutes later guys, and you notice the beef has released a good quantity of water as always guys. So what I'm going to do now is to stir the pot effectively. So now we are going to add more quantity of water inside the beef. This is about 250 ml of water. So I'm going to scoop about 5 cups of water inside this pot. Guys, the reason why I'm adding more water to this beef is because I want the beef to cook properly, and also I want a good quantity of stock from this beef, which is going to serve as the base for our jollof rice recipe. So I'm going to cover this pot and cook this beef for about 15 good minutes. While the beef is still cooking on fire, we are going to parboil these ingredients for about 20 to 25 minutes. And here I have some chopped tomatoes guys, and this is about 400 grams of tomatoes, and we'll be using 2 of these chopped fresh tomatoes. Here I have my double concentrated tomato puree, and here I have about 140 grams. And guys, I'll be using 3 of these tins. And also I have my red bell pepper, guys. You see how sweet and beautiful it's looking. I'm using about 2 of these long bell peppers to introduce more colors to this jollof rice recipe. So now I'm going to open all these tomatoes and pour them all inside my blender and blend them until it becomes smooth. You know the ingredients in the blender. I'm going to blend these ingredients and then come back to you so that we'll continue the next. So guys, I have completely blended all the tomato ingredients. I'm going to transfer it in one of my old pots here so that I'm going to cook it for about 20 to 30 good minutes, or 20 to 25 minutes, but thereabout. Just keep an eye on it. I will transfer this to my heat and begin the cooking process. While my pots are on fire cooking, let me introduce you to the brand of rice I usually use for my rice recipes, guys. The name of the rice I'm using for this recipe is called the parboiled basmati rice, or super basmati seller rice. We usually buy this rice from Asian shops, so maybe any Asian shops around you can get it. And if you're watching me from Germany, here you can get the rice from Hamburg, Germany. Now that my oil is completely heated, I will start dropping in the beef one by one inside my frying pan. So you're going to fry the meat 3 minutes on each side, making sure that the meat does not get burnt or too brown in nature. So I'm going to repeat the same procedure on all the beef. What I have in the pot here is the same oil I use in frying my beef. So into this, I'm going to add the remaining blended ingredients we prepared earlier on with a combination of spring onions inside the pot. So I will stir the pot for about 1 to 2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes later, it's time to add the next ingredients, and here I have my fresh rosemary and my fresh basil, also my purple onions. I'm going to toss all of them inside the pot. Add some combination of spices inside this pot so that the flavor can, wake up a little bit. And here I have a tablespoon of curry powder. Next, a tablespoon of thyme. I'll add about 5 ml of black pepper and about 5 ml of paprika powder. So I will stir all these ingredients together, guys. I'm going to cover this pot to cook down for at least 3 good minutes before I introduce any other ingredients inside this pot. So the reason for closing the pot is so that the ingredients we have tossed into the pot, will waken their flavors up. 3 minutes later, guys, I am back to check my pot. At this stage, you can see everything is, boiling very, very well. And guys, my kitchen at this point in time smells so wonderful. So you see, everything in this pot has become, translucent. So this is the time we go over to add the tomatoes that we have been cooking for about 25 minutes. To pour in the tomatoes inside the pot. Then stir the pot effectively. Guys, because we cooked down the tomatoes, you see that it's not going to take a long time to finish the stew process of this recipe. So what I will do now is to toss in some salt inside my pot. But guys, be very, very careful of the salt you're adding at this point in time, knowing fully well that your stock has some salt content inside it. So it's better to add a little salt than adding too much salt. I'm going to cover my pot and allow these tomatoes to cook inside the stew for about 10 good minutes only. So while the stew is still cooking on fire, we are going to measure out the quantity of rice we are going to use for this recipe. Later, after frying the tomato inside the stew, you notice oil circulating at the surface of the stew. So the stew is ready for the recipe. I'm going to change my pot. So what we are going to do now is to incorporate the whole recipe together to form the jollof rice recipe. And here, what I have here is my beef stock, the stock that came out of steaming the beef. That is what I just poured first inside my pot. I'm going to toss in all the tomatoes inside the pot. I'm going to use my spatula and mix everything together. So after adding all the stock and the stew together, I'm going to introduce the rice. So I'll add the rice inside the pot step by step. And guys, this rice was not pre-cooked. I did not cook this rice before adding it. Usually I don't parboil my rice before cooking jollof rice. Some people prefer to parboil their rice before they use it, but usually I don't. So I'm adding all my rice into the pot step by step. This stage, my heat is at the very lowest heat. So what I will do is to toast this rice in this pot for some few minutes before I incorporate some water inside it. Let's see how beautiful the rice is looking already. That means we are going to have a very colorful rice. So all you have to do is to mix and toast and mix all this rice very, very well inside the pot, so that everything will combine effectively. Every grain of this rice should be mixed with this sauce before we consider the quantity of water we are going to add into the pot. So I'm going to add 1 chicken cube inside this pot to elevate the flavor. I will also try and taste my sauce to know the quantity of salt I'm going to toss in. I just added about a tablespoon of salt. So feel free to adjust the salt content or the seasoning according to your choice, guys. I forgot my bay leaves while I was cooking, so I'm going to throw my bay leaves inside the pot. I'm going to add some quantity of water to this pot, and then here is my measuring cup. I'm adding 1, 2 and 3 cups, guys. The secret to this recipe, in case you're not using the same brand of rice I'm using, is to make sure that your water level is exactly the same level where your rice is. My heat is at the very low heat, so I will mix all ingredients to combine effectively, guys. So now I'm going to cover my pot and allow this pot to cook with the steam. We're going to cook for 20 good minutes. 20 minutes later, guys. At this stage, you notice that the rice is still very much undercooked. So what you're going to do is to stir the pot to combine effectively, making sure that every grain of that rice in the pot will be coated effectively. So once the stirring process is done, you're going to foil and trap in the heat once again by covering the pot, making sure that this rice is going to cook for extra 15 to 20 good minutes once again. Remember guys, we are cooking on a very low heat to prevent this rice from burning, so you have to be very patient with this rice. After 15 to 20 minutes of extra cooking process, the rice is completely ready. So go ahead and toss in your bell peppers and your spring onions inside the pot with about 2 tablespoons of butter, to boost the flavor of this rice and the brightness of the rice. Guys, this rice is incredibly delicious as it smells so wonderful, and you can see the color is really popping. The family enjoyed this rice. It tasted so incredibly delicious. You can even serve this rice at your parties, occasions, events, whatever program that you're hosting. You will never regret it. In fact, you're going to come back to testify of how this rice tastes. If you have been watching this video up to this point in time, then I want you to give yourself a very big pat on the chest because you are such an amazing individual. Thank you so much for joining me in today's episode. I really hope you have enjoyed today's recipe. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel to get instant notifications whenever I upload new videos. Remember to share this video with your friends, loved ones, and family members. Until I come your way next time, bye bye.